Hello everyone, and welcome to another video on the Shadow Blast Network. It's been a while since we put anything up, but I had some free time, a day off work, so I thought I'll play a game. Gonna be playing Evil Genius today. It's a game that I played a lot of when I was a lot younger. It's a good game. I've done a tutorial. For those of you who don't know what it is, it's basically a simulation game where you essentially play the role of a Bond villain. Sort of like Blofeld, and you kind of run your base, build up your army, disposable minions, and you send them on missions. So let's get going. You have three different geniuses, they're called, that you can play as. So Maximilian's the kind of Blofeld villain, I guess. Alexis is kind of the femme fatale villain, and Sheng Yu is the racially immoral spin on Fu Manchu. As far as I can tell, it doesn't make. Actually, that's really loud. It's actually quite loud. This is good though. Okay, yeah. As far as I can tell, the genius you choose doesn't actually affect gameplay in any way. It's just an aesthetic choice, and it changes the minion you get. You'll see what the minions are in a second. Let's do it! That's a cutscene there. Okay, so basically, yeah, she's just going to keep saying stuff.
Check objective screen for new goals.
So here's the genius, your master, is who you are essentially. And you start off with a small storeroom which has some briefcases. These are like construction materials, and then your small stockpile of gold, and then you get some minions to begin with, I guess. I did have a henchman, he's just over here. I think his name's Lord Kane. Yeah, we'll do with him later on. This is the depot, I believe. This is where deliveries for new things will come in, and orders will arrive. And then basically, this kind of volcanic mound you have here is essentially where you build. So you can carve your base into this. I mean, you get a fair amount of space to do stuff with. Yeah, let's get started. Okay, first thing we want to do is we need to get rooms built, essentially. So we're going to need a barracks, which will let us house more minions, I believe. So what you do is you click on no one, you right click, and these are different options we have to begin with now. I mean, there are more room types you can get, and they all have to serve different purposes and things like that, but for now we'll so actually we'll just check our objectives. So, evil intentions, get acquainted with the island and start expanding your lair. Ensure a healthy minion force by building barracks. Before you can send minions around the world, carry out acts of infamy. I'll tell you about those in a while for those of you who haven't played this before. So you need a control room. And it seems you're already under scrutiny even before you begin. Somewhere on the island there are some pesky investigators tipped off on your arrival. Eliminate them. Okay, so somewhere around the island there will have been these kind of almost like UN investigators that will have arrived. And they will try and sabotage and ruin all of your glorious plans, so you kind of need to put a lid on that. We'll get to that. First things first, we need to get the base up and running. See, it's not actually as flat as it looks, but that's kind of the view you get for it. So, right, you right click, let's get some corridors, and I kind of want to go like down, and then right, and then down. So we'll do that. These dark spots here are actually spots you can't build on. I think you can get something later on that will get rid of them, but I'm gonna have to kind of work around those for now. So I suppose it goes that way. Yeah, I'll go this way because then I can build up and down. Is that too high? Yeah, too high is what we're gonna do for all the corridors. I'll tell you what, let's get rid of that. Down again, and then we'll just get a little corridor going like this. Okay, that'll do for now. For this series, I'll probably break the videos up into about 15-minute segments, and we'll hopefully have a couple. But yeah, we'll see how we go on. So now they've got the blueprint laid out, you just basically press the start, and then that'll tag it for construction. So what you can do in this part is, you can revise the floor plan, so change the layout, you can cancel it, you can construct, and then you have objects which you can place in traps. We'll get into those later, but for now I'm just going to hit construction and get it going. We're going to want to get, we're going to want to get a strong room for all our gold and stuff, because that's going to hopefully escalate quite quickly. We need barracks in a control room. You generally want your genius, your evil genius, deep in, so he can't be assassinated or harassed by the enemy forces that will be coming to mess with us. So these are construction workers. They're going to blow out this section. Lord Kane seems to be supervising construction. So that seems to be proceeding as planned. So as soon as this is... There we go, look. There we go. Very nice. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I think, is, as I say, you want your more valuable stuff deeper in, so it's going to be kind of pointless having valuable things like the stockroom right here. So I'll probably have some barracks here, I think. So deselect an open ground, right click, we need barracks. It tells you what they do, essentially. Oh, didn't do that. So look what the barracks actually does.
The barracks is one of the places where minions go to replenish their endurance stat when they get tired. Later on in the game, barracks are a good place to fit loudspeakers as part of a surveillance network, as you'll often find a lot of minions in the local vicinity, often trying to grab some sleep. Lockers, which can be built in barracks, are also important for increasing your base capacity.
Okay, so yeah, you might, some of you that have played maybe Prison Architect, that's on early access by Introversion, you will probably recognise the style of gameplay. It's very similar in that regard. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a doorway. Have the barracks like this.
New room build order confirmed.
Okay, we're going to need a standard door so I can get in and
Object has been
out.
ordered.
We're going to want some bunk beds. I think I'm going to do... Whoa, that's a bit sensitive. Never mind. I should do them like... yes,
Object purchase order confirmed.
can I shift Q? I can. Right, we're going to have bunks like this. We're going to get some lockers.
Object purchase order confirmed. Warning, placing this object here renders another object inaccessible.
Alright, that can't work because I need 2 floor spaces, I guess, to get in, so we'll just move the lockers over here for now. I mean, we can move stuff later on. It's not
Object move order confirmed.
So now that that's done, yeah, I'm happy with that. So you just click on the tag, I believe. Yeah, and then that'll begin. Ah, see, here are the UN investigators. We're going to kill these. All of these, they should not be in. This won't be too much of a problem later on because we will have... In fact, I'm going to get a door over here. Sounds like a good idea. Can I not put one there for some reason? Okay, that's a bit weird. Yeah, these guys are just going to snoop, essentially, and they will do things. So, yeah, we'll get rid of those. I don't know if you saw, but the way you actually interact with most things in this game is you have a tag system. You don't directly control a lot of things, so you tag them, and I can either kill this character, apprehend, essentially, or weaken them so they're more susceptible to being captured. Yeah, you don't actually have control over the minions, I don't think. So he's going to try and kill them now. He's dropped what he's doing to kill them. We're actually going to need more minions, so what we'll do... In fact, where's Lord Kane? We need to get him in here. You can move Lord Kane around. See, we're losing minions now. Right, we need more minions. Minion screen. Okay, this is how this is. So this could kind of mess us up a bit here. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so this is the minion management screen. Essentially, you start off with workers, and they can be turned into guards, and then they get security officers and a few other things, but we're going to want to go up to that.
Cannot accommodate this many minions.
We'll set it to 10 minions. This slider affects how quickly you can have them essentially be recruited. You can turn the dial up and you'll kind of get the minions quicker, but it's going to cost more money. So I'm not really in a rush at the moment. We lost a lot of minions there. That was kind of bad. Yeah. Okay. Body bags, we'll have to get a morgue to clean those up. We'll do that at some point. We just need to get minions going first. We actually need these minions quite quickly. So this room's going up. Okay, we're not off to a bad start. We can do this. Yeah, we want to move these guys inside. In fact, I wonder if I can get... Is it even worth getting a door? Don't know the... Oh, see, there we go. External door. No? External door, maybe? External door. Will this work? No. I don't understand why I can't put a door on this. To tell the truth, it's kind of frustrating. It'd be much better there. Okay, we'll just have to do it here. We need the door, so it's irrelevant. Okay, these guys are waking up. They didn't actually die. That's actually quite lucky. Yeah, it said we completed a task. What did we complete? Okay, we've killed the pesky investigators from... I guess they're like the UN. Okay, that's one thing. These guys are bringing boxes in, so they're going to start constructing this. It's okay. We're getting there. We're getting there. Let's get another room. I think we should probably grab... Should we get a control room, like right out here? Seems a bit of a silly place to put it. I'll tell you what. A nice big control room. Yeah, we'll have the control room there.
Room construction underway.
And then we're going to want...
Object purchase order confirmed.
Minions will automatically start working in a room, but you can control this more precisely by building a time clock. Moving the time clock slider allows you to turn a room off, which can be useful for saving power in a blackout situation. Alternatively, surplus minions can be assigned to the room so that the equipment is never vacant between shifts.
Okay, that's kind of handy to know actually. I wasn't too sure on that.
You may have noticed that all...
Okay, that'll do. Yeah, so we get some objects. We need, I believe, a control panel. Let's have like... I'm probably going to have like... Okay,
Object
we'll
has
have...
been ordered.
They're actually quite expensive.
Object purchase order confirmed.
Do you know what? I kind of want to, just for
Object has been ordered.
the visual aesthetic of it, so yeah, we'll go with that. Whatever.
Important information will be relayed to
didn't mean
you
to do that. Thank you. What am I doing?
Room construction unpaused.
We hopefully should have had some more minions by now. They appear to be arriving. Actually going to bring Fu. I don't know what his... I can't remember what his name is. You can see here he actually has a circle of influence. He has a variety of things you can do with him essentially, but his circle of influence will effectively inspire the workers around him to do better and various other bonuses. He has some pretty crazy things you can do, like if your workforce, you feel they're not working to the standards you'd like, you can execute a minion on the spot, which will cause a huge amount of inspiration, but obviously it will slightly change their opinion of you, I guess. So, yeah. So these guys don't really appear to be doing anything. Yeah, all the same tags you have on earlier you can have on these guys. So we kind of need this to move along quite quickly. You know what, I said I wouldn't have the storeroom here, but I kind of want it here. So I'm going to have the storeroom here. At least for now. I mean, we can demolish this room later on, it's not a big deal. I just want to get the gold removed from outside.
Room construction unpaused.
Okay. We can't get into world domination yet, and we can only get... We can have 14 now, so let's get 14. That seems like a good idea. Okay, this looks like this is the status screen. We've killed 4 agents. I mean, that's a start, so we're getting somewhere. Alright, goals. My goal right now is to get these barracks online, which I believe we should have done by now. Yep. A control room, that's being built right now. So I kind of want to get security sorted ASAP. I see we got the door now. Okay, let's get Lord Kane. Is he smoking? I think he's smoking. Yeah, he's smoking. For security, you can do various things. You can have your guards armed. I mean, there's these buttons over here effectively change the alert status of your base. You can put them in like, there you go. So stand down is just normal. Yellow is they will actively arm themselves, and red is they will arm themselves and hunt down anyone they see on site and kill them. For different security methods, oh, I didn't mean to do that. Sorry, Kane. You have traps essentially. So these are actually quite fun and quite complex, at least in how they feel. So you start off with these. There's actually quite a few of them you start off with. So you effectively rig up a trigger system, which is like a pressure pad, and then once someone triggers it, say an enemy, it'll trigger a variety of different contraptions you can have. So you can have a poison gas cage, which is kind of self-explanatory. The wind machine trap will like push them in a certain direction. The confusing pop-up is like a fake cardboard guard that will kind of trick them, and you have a crash test dummy, which I can't remember what he does, but we'll find out later. We'll get there. So the barracks are up and running. The control room's getting there. It's kind of big actually, the control room. Maybe a little bit excessively big. Let's get some more bunk beds, I guess. I believe bunks or allow you to have more, so we want to go for symmetry. I like symmetry.
Object purchase order confirmed.
So let's keep this going like
Object
this.
has been ordered. All construction workers are busy at the
I've kind of
present
fucked
time.
up already, haven't I?
Object purchase delayed.
Okay, it's no big problem.
Object will be moved shortly. Minion capacity exceeded.
Okay, so we have the storeroom. I'm hoping they're going to move the gold supply in, because kind of don't. I'll tell you what we need. We need some items in here, don't we? Briefcase rack. There we go. So we'll have these fairly close.
Purchased when a minion is available for duty.
Standard door. Okay, so hopefully our gold supply should be moved inside.
Object purchase delayed.
Object purchase delayed. What's going on here? Okay, we have another landing pad over here. This is essentially the helicopter depot, and we have a sea depot. So you can recruit agents from here, and your stuff will be delivered here. So there you go. We're getting stuff going now. What's our capacity at? So 14 out of 13. You've ordered more minions you can have. Okay, that's kind of handy actually, status screen. You have a night-day cycle over here. That's will change. I think that has different influences on things. I'm not sure why the control room has got this red colour to it.
Rooms can be built in all kinds of shapes. It's good to leave a 2-tile wide entrance.
Okay, we don't need this. This is fine. So he's inspiring their sleep patterns, I guess. We really need to get this gold moved. Hopefully quite soon as well. As soon as this is done, we should have our
New objectives available.
there we go. So we now have access to world domination and topside shack. So we have more missions. Reports indicate that trained civilians are holidaying on the island, captured and imprisoned and made in a security holding cell. This becomes quite a
You
big.
now have access to the world domination screen. From here, you will be able to commit acts of infamy all around the globe to increase your notoriety and steal valuable loot from under the noses of the forces of justice. Right now, though, the most important information to note is that the world map is your primary means of obtaining additional funds. You can send minions to any region in the world, where they will automatically steal money as long as the stealing option is selected for the region. Once in a region, your minions will send back their ill-gotten gains at regular intervals. It will be collected from a depot and taken to your strong room. Each region has a cash rating. The higher this is, the more cash your minions will steal. You can uncover the cash rating by having the required number of control panels active for the region. Having more minions stealing in a region will increase the amount of money stolen. Also, some minion types are better at stealing than others, so choose your forces wisely. Sending...
Okay, we don't really need to listen to that, we kind of get the gist. So, the control room
New room blueprints now available.
appears to be... I don't know if this is a glitch or...
Stocks new objects.
No, I think it's just visual aesthetic, actually. Control room's active, so what I actually like to do is I like to get my, my genius inspiring these guys. Okay, I'm not going to talk about his accent there. We have more objectives, so right now we need to capture a maid. Yeah, I was saying, this becomes quite a big part of the game because the way you unlock the different tiers is you effectively convert different people. So I know that the maid you convert, I think through some bizarre torture which involves dancing, into a valet. And they have different abilities and things. So see if we can find these guys on the island actually. They must be around here somewhere. They'll be around. Yeah, they'll pop up at some point. It's not too much of an issue. We did unlock some more rooms there though, so yeah, let's grab some more rooms. We're going to need to expand the corridor. I think I will do it like this. And then we'll go down, not quite that far. And then I think I might actually have 2 corridors, so we kind of splinter off. Yeah, I'll tell you what. Because we want to kind of maximise space. We'll go down here, and then we'll have rooms kind of in the middle. Yeah, that'll do. That's fine. That will do. We need an armory, so armory kind of handy. They will allow us to arm our guards. Kind of self-explanatory. We actually kind of need a freezer as well. I think. Yeah. What kind of shape can we do this? I'm not too bothered about that wall doing that. If we get that there. And then, I mean, the freezer doesn't need to be particularly large right now, so what I'm going to do is make a small freezer. Don't actually know if it's going to work very well, to be honest. Let's take one line out of that. Blueprint phase. Or maybe if I do it like this, actually. Maybe if I have it. So this room. And then we have maybe one more line. I think that's kind of sufficient. Maybe that is too much, actually.
Room construction underway.
And then if we do the freezer on this side, let's kind of mirror that on the other end. No, we don't want to do that. Yeah, I think that'll work nicely, actually. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay. We have access to world domination now. So, okay, this screen is essentially where you'll conduct a lot of your operations off base. So how this works is there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's about 5 or 6 coalitions of different nations that are working together. And you have 2 systems here at work. You have this thing called heat. Now, heat is effectively when you conduct actions, you generate heat. Heat brings attention from these different agencies and corporations and alliances, and they'll be more inclined to investigate your actions. You also have notoriety. Now, essentially, the objective of the game is to maximise your notoriety. However, the more notoriety you build, it's highly likely that you're going to generate heat. So, if you're doing nefarious actions, it's going to be likely that organisation is going to cotton on and send agents to try and stop you. So it becomes a balancing act as such of trying to gain notoriety without gaining too much heat. Now how this works is you can click on these different places and they all have different stats that are kind of hidden. I suppose they're not hidden. Well, some of them are hidden to begin with, but they have heat levels and money levels, I guess. Now you generate money from this map here, and what you effectively do is we'll start here 'cause it's nice and easy. So you send minions. So I'm going to send 4. Now you have 3 different options here. When you're hiding, your minions they're not generating much heat, but they're not doing anything of use. So there's stealing is how you generate profit. So you start generating profit because they steal stuff, but they start generating heat, so they become more susceptible to being picked off, I guess. And then plotting essentially uncovers these things called acts of infamy. Now acts of infamy, I guess, unique missions that give you rewards, and they're kind of like relics, I suppose, or in Age of Empires. You want to kind of find them because they give you missions and they give you benefits and henchmen and different things like that. So we've got, I guess, 560 seconds until we either generate money or our henchmen are on site. So we'll leave that for now, but we'll start generating money soon, so that's good. We have income now. We really need to step up the amount of minions we have, though. I think we need more bunks. So it's actually not... It's not the bunks that do it then, is it? Maybe the lockers?
Lockers are very useful as they increase the mini...
Yeah, they increase population cap then. Okay, so we need lockers. Let's go on there.
Purchase order confirmed. Object has been ordered.
Let's shift these up actually.
Object purchase order confirmed.
Okay, that's good enough. Yeah, these guys are being inspired. This room will effectively dictate a lot of different things about how your base operates. We need that quite a lot. I'm really trying to kind of get this money moved in, to be honest. I'm not really sure how I do it. I guess I could just demolish it? Will that lose me my money? I don't know. I don't know. Let's get this moved in and see if that makes a difference. There doesn't seem to be
Move order
a
confirmed.
tag option on the money supply, but it's fine, whatever. We're getting there, we're getting there. We got any more missions? No, we still need to get this stuff. Just need to get stuff built, really. Is there a speed up option? I'll tell you what, we'll take this opportunity to save it if we can. Okay. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. I'll probably actually cut the first episode off here. It wasn't the most active episode. It's kind of just getting started, but it does pick up in pace, and crazy things will start happening. So, cheers for watching this episode, and join us next time for the next part.